This is the host, and if you want to hear more terrifying tales like this one, then subscribe for more updates. And now, with your support, let's continue with the episode. Part 7, Beyond the Wall. Legend tells of the jinn consuming not only Nabi, but the very essence of curiosity. For while he vanished completely from our world, he became the main character in another, where once we told him a story, now he lives them. Each of us who hear the call or see the door are given a choice, to close it and forget, becoming forever changed by what we could have known, or we may step through. We are now entering a brand new segment, one which will change this series forever. But before I reveal our future, I must show you our past. Welcome to the opening of the first ever episode of the No Sleep podcast, shared on April of 2019. I do not know why I thought recording a campfire in my basement would be a good idea. It was far from. But here we were, brought to life by the amazing Danny Smith, edited by yours truly, the master of sound design, Chris Wilson. And of course, this original tale written by none other than Stephen Melching, who was also the voice of our host for the first 20 episodes. This and many more early tales can now be found on a streaming service. But let's rewind even further to September of 2018, when the first ever story, House on the Hill, was recorded and prepared for launch. 1 year later, and we look back at how far we've come, all because of your support. But if you wish to see what our future holds, well, you'll have to follow us into the unknown. Are you ready? Because there's no turning back. We won't know our fate until the end of July, and if we make it, we'll need your help to survive. First, a message from our sponsor. Part 8, New Beginnings. When I realized No Sleep could be a full-time job, I had two goals: make the show better and pay everyone involved fairly. But there's only so much a single person can do. And with the growth of the team, we're able to do so much more. Our plan is to keep improving the sound quality of the show by bringing it in-house, as well as build new experiences around the podcast. But to do that, I'll need to work full-time on No Sleep instead of just a few hours a week. So here's our deal. Right now, we have enough support to make the show pretty much whatever I want. But if I'm going to work full-time on it, I need more control over its future. So I've made a tough decision to move our platform to a website. On the one hand, this means more freedom and control over our destiny. But on the other, it means we're not free from the algorithm. That's why I'm offering you the chance to secure a spot in our new home. The price will go up after July, but if you sign up now, you'll lock in the current rate forever. So you'll always pay the same price that you signed up for. Plus, we've got some awesome perks to thank you for being part of this journey from the beginning. These include behind-the-scenes updates, blooper reels, Q&As, exclusive merch, and maybe even appearances on the podcast. If you're watching this video now, we're still on our old platform, so please visit the link in the description to learn more. Part 9, Into the Unknown. Back in the world of the story, the townspeople try to stop Nabal's madness by sealing him within the walls of his room, but his pleas to be let out soon turn to screams, as he becomes a vessel for the consuming jinn. From within the portal in the door, Lalazara hears his final cries. "Let me out, I want to go back. Please, before it's too late." But it is too late for Nabi, but perhaps there is a way to save him, perhaps. For within the jinn's realm, curiosity is king. And if we approach it with curiosity, we might just be able to strike a deal. What would the jinn want with Nabi, a mortal fool who simply stumbled into its domain? Well, that's a question only one person can answer, and she's been locked away for centuries. After Nabal's disappearance, Lalazara sought the truth. She learned that the jinn's power grew with each soul trapped within the door, allowing it to bleed into our world and twist the minds of those who heard the children's cries. Only the daughter of the previous owner, Sophia, knew the extent of the curse and the ritual required to break it. But when the city elders demanded she undo the damage her father had caused, she fled to her grandfather's house, refusing to allow anyone else to enter. She poured all of her grief and magic into herself, becoming an ageless spirit bound to the house. There she waited for someone to bring her the key to undo the door's curse. And though centuries passed and countless souls wandered the streets of Shef, nobody entered her house nor uttered her name, until one day, someone did. A girl named Samira, who had recently moved to Shefquen to escape a life in the big city, dared to enter the abandoned home. She heard whispers of the evil within, but not knowing any better, used the front door, which hadn't opened in over 200 years. As she walked through the empty rooms, she sensed a presence, yet couldn't find its source. Finally, she came upon a diary detailing the entire curse, along with the solution. But before she could finish reading, a gust of wind blew through the house, extinguishing all the candles and plunging her into darkness. Then a voice rang out, "Who dares disturb my slumber?" Startled, Samira turned around to see a beautiful, yet disturbingly ancient woman standing before her. "I apologize," stammered Samira. "You have awakened me from my endless rest, and now I am hungry." Samira realized this must be the house's mistress. She tried to explain, but the woman cut her off. "You seek the key to break the curse?" "Yes." "Very well. Find it, and I shall vanish. But beware, the key is as elusive as my daughter, and it grows stronger with each passing year." With that, the spectre vanished, leaving Samira alone in the darkness. Now armed with knowledge of the curse, Samira begins to search for the key, unaware that she's being watched by unseen eyes. Will she succeed in breaking the curse before it consumes another soul? Or will she fall prey to the jinn's machinations? And what exactly is the key to stopping it? Find out next time. On a streaming service, we are now releasing 2 brand new original horror podcasts. The first is The Magnus Archives, which I've been working on for the past 3 years alongside the amazing team. The second is our brand new anthology series, Between Two Worlds, which brings you terrifying tales from the unexplained corners of our universe. Both of these shows will release their first episodes on our new platform. But for now, you can get a sneak peek by visiting our website directly. And speaking of new beginnings, this is the perfect time to mention our wonderful supporters. Your love and support means more to me than I could ever express, so please join me in thanking them. And now we return to our regularly scheduled programming. Part 10, Sacrifice. The hunt for the key takes Samira deep into the history of Chefchaouen and the magic that binds the world of the living and the dead. Along the way, she encounters strange characters, some friendly and others dangerous, each offering clues to the puzzle that is the curse of the Blue Door. We see glimpses of people lost to the jinn's grasp, their souls forever trapped behind the portal. But there is hope. The key does exist, waiting to be found, and with it, the possibility of ending the curse and freeing those trapped within. Yet danger lurks around every corner, and as Samira draws closer to uncovering the truth, she must be wary of those who would do anything to keep the door sealed. For the secrets it holds are too terrible to bear. Will Samira be consumed by the darkness, or will she emerge victorious? Find out next time on our new platform. Until then, remember, the key to the door is knowledge, and with great knowledge comes great responsibility.